combined in Puerto Rico, we're looking at the effects of Hurricane Maria, the effects of humid tropical conditions that are creeping up onto many neighborhoods and bringing with them termite and other challenges for wood durability. And we're also looking at a quake that rocked the region we're in right now, Guanica, and has this sort of trifecta of challenges, what makes this region a great place to look at and work with, and also really deserving of our focus and our help. I think whenever we're faced with disasters we can't really understand, the first thing I've always told my kids is focus on the responders first. So from there, I got to know a small organization, really bootstrapped, doing their own work with two core missions. They're going to tell us about this, but I want to give a great shout out to our friends at PRoTechos and let them tell a little bit of their own story.
So, PRoTechos, why it was founded? So we got around 28,000 homes without a secure roof, and there were a group of architects that were thinking in how to help so many vulnerable families throughout the process. And this is the reason why it was founded with a dual purpose. So we do roof reconstruction, but at the same time, we also do capacity building. So we know for a fact that we have a shortage in labor in carpentry, specifically because we have the possibility of going to the continental states, and the economy in Puerto Rico is a little bit behind. So our dual mission goes to provide carpentry-related training, but also in the meantime, we also do roof reconstruction for families that cannot afford it.
Thank you, everybody, for being here, for the opportunity. I'm gonna step here for a moment. Great. And since we started in 2018, thank you. Since we started in 2018, we started building at first 6 roofs in a whole year. Then in 2019, with more opportunity and more funds being available, well, we increased our numbers up to 18 roofs. In 2020, the same thing, we double to 30 roofs. 2021, we made close to 45. And so far in 2022, it keeps going and going faster and faster. And now we're building 20 roofs, and we are getting bigger as a team. As in 2021, in March, we only had 6 members in the whole team. And now in the same month, 2022, we have 32 employees, including the team from PRoTechos and also the trainees. It's getting more and more attention and more people interested to being part of PRoTechos. And it's also very important to emphasize that 44% of all the team members are non-male, who are also building roof and being trained with PRoTechos, and also in the direct administration part. Where we have impact, since PRoTechos started in San Juan, well, it's common to begin in the area of the metro, in San Juan, but we have been also in Guaynabo, Cataño, Toa Baja, Loíza, Rio Grande, Luquillo. But as we were getting bigger and bigger, and more funds were available, and the materials also, we started building roof in Guayama, that's in the southeast area, Santa Isabel, Guánica here, Peñuelas. We are last year we were in Cabo Rojo. We made like 20 roofs in Cabo Rojo, and now we are in Maricao, where we are also having the same training program as in Toa Baja and San Juan. And that's where I'm the coordinator of the Maricao, so I'm very proud of being part of that program. Okay, next.
So as we mentioned a moment ago, we're working with local municipalities and creating agreements with them to do the work and for them to provide the labor, already working with the programs that they have to rebuild homes that were affected by Maria and other disasters. But we've been able to exponentially grow our organization through this grant, the CBDG Disaster Recovery Grant from HUD, the Housing Department. So we've kind of been able to focus more on capacity building and how many trainees we are able to take on. So every quarter, every 3 months, we are looking for a new set of trainees to train, with the idea of training people all around the island. Of course, right now we're limited to how many people we have on staff, but this grant has helped us immensely, and we'll have it for the next 4 years. All right. So we're on year 1, 6 months into this grant. So, so far, so good. Yeah, so our workforce training program, like I said, every 3 months, in the areas where we're working, we're going to hold recruiting events looking for people who are interested in learning about carpentry. We've also recruited people that need new roofs themselves and are interested in learning that process so that they can work for themselves, or maybe we can help them as well. So our program is 2-part. We spend a week to 2 weeks doing a theoretical lesson for everybody that Francis and I developed. And then after that, we send people out to work with our roofing teams in person. So lots of on-hands learning. Can only tell people so much via slideshows and practice builds, but actually sending people out on the roof is our main mission. And our hope is that at the time that they've graduated, that they feel confident in this style of reconstruction, that maybe they can take on their own independent projects. We have a couple past trainees that now they have their own wood business and they're making different furnitures and et cetera, but they also have the knowledge of structural wood building. And we hope that we build a workforce that in the next event where a lot of roofs go down have the knowledge and the skills to be able to rebuild.
Well, in the field where we are working, we have the project coordinator who's gonna be coordinating the materials and which houses with the locals, with the community leaders, and with the locals to identify which houses are we gonna work, or with the local government also, and. There also include the foreman, who has the expertise in the carpentry, 1 or 2 skilled workers, and each day we will have 2 to 3 trainees who are 18 years old and have the commitment. That's our only 2 requirements to participate in the program, because we have all the way from 18, 20 years old, man, woman, we don't care about the gender, so, and up until 60 years old, they have been participating in the program. And right after they finish the program, we could hire them or just assist them to be hired on another business about wood industry. The materials and the equipment that we often use, we use hand and power tools, the typical drivers, circular saw, the reciprocal saw, and in roofing materials, we use treated wood because, as you have seen, if we don't use treated wood, it's going to be down a hill very fast. So mostly we have access to 4x1, 2x4, 2x6 plywood. It's way too difficult to find bigger sizes because of the access or funds that we have. But still we manage to go with it. Metal to wood roofing screws, but also it's kind of difficult to find good screws that have treatment for salt near the coast. So that's one of the that we need to be very emphasized with that. We also use galvanized anchor and nails, galvanized wood screws, Hurricane ties, and mostly we use galvalume. But if right now in Maricao have their own materials that they are in agreement with us that are going to give us the materials, so they only have zinc and they are giving us the zinc. So we are working with zinc sheets for now. But we want them to update to galvalume because we know it's way better material. Okay, next. Challenges.
So, like Francis was saying, we're working with for example, right now the municipality of Maricao, and they have certain materials that are available to them. So, thinking about accessibility of materials, because we're not able to fund every project that we do. We're not able to fund every roof that we do on our own, so we're always looking for these agreements, but we are limited by the materials provided by our collaborators. It's been challenging for us to find, like Francis was mentioning, galvanized screws. Sometimes our partners want to give us lower quality hardware, wood, etc. So we're kind of always really vigilant about that, and it's been, it takes it takes a lot of our energy to make sure that we're getting the right materials, and we know that our materials could still be improving. And honestly, we just put these pictures here because, just for your eye candy, really, to see what kind of wood we are encountering and how much better the quality of wood could be. We, as a standard, are using pressure-treated wood, but we now know that there's other better options out there, so we definitely look forward to utilizing those. And then an aside, the cost of the main materials that we use, wood and galvalume alone, have increased 25% in the last 6 months, so inflation is huge right now. The island, in general, has a high sales tax, so that's always something that we're kind of working with. Transportation and materials, we really need a fleet to transport things. It will help us be more reliant on ourselves and not the partners that we're working with to move materials or bring extra materials if we should need them. Every roof we can only do so much in the pre-evaluation of the house, but once we actually open up the house and get going, sometimes we realize that our estimates were a little bit off because we're just it's a very dynamic environment that we're working in, and things can change from day to day. So having our own means of transportation would be huge. And then PPE, we're bringing in new people every 3 months, so we're training them mostly from the ground up. Not everyone comes in with any construction experience, so their safety and security is of utmost important to us, and having them fitted with the proper protective equipment. It's just a constant stream of gloves and glasses and all that coming in, harnesses, roofing harnesses, things like that. So this is our last slide, and just to say that we've been growing a lot in the last few years. We've gotten a lot of support. We've gotten a lot of notice in the last few years, and this last year in particular, and we're really progressing rapidly, and we're really excited to have had the opportunity here to meet all of you and learn more, and we look forward to how we can help each other.
We encounter these things and we can manage to work to reconstruct or to help these families with this. Well, the demand gets more attention for us. Let's build a whole house, but still materials and funding. So people want us to build more houses or to reconstruct, to help them, but it's kind of a challenge. So this could be a very good opportunity. So thank you.